Hello, everybody! SUNSfan here with Why do you always laugh in my intros? These are very serious intros for a very serious tournament, for a very serious series between OG and Gaimin Gladiators. This is very interesting. OG.
Yeah, this is not an angle that Tofu is likely to expect here.
Watch out for that dead shot from Ari.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Now he sees him. The slows are there. Illusory Orb and Seb on the other side to block. Only question is who is getting the first blood? Blood grenade as well, and it will be Seb on the Crystal Medine. First blood for you. And Tomato still struggling in the CS department.
This is ramping up quite rapidly now, right? Axe is doubling him up. Axe also very good at farming stacks.
Oh, Seb's making his way over here. Gets the frostbite. Ari's making his way there too. Quinn, I think, pretty much resigned to his death. Illusory Orb is going to be there, but BZM gets the better of him in the end, and now Tofu's in a lot of trouble. Coil's going to be expended. He's trying to take out BZM, but just out of reach. He's going to pop the Fairy Fire on BZM as well. Illusory Orb not going to clip the Bat Rider, but Tofu will eventually drop. It's going to be at the cost of Tofu, or Ari, I should say.
Uh-oh.
As BZM now, another Illusory Orb dodges the Blood Grenade, gets the Bounty Rune, is going to likely survive now, unless that range creep grows very long arms. And Seb and BZM will both get away together, hand in hand. The chase is going to be long and arduous. Time dilation does clip him.
It does nothing.
It clips him. But he actually, is he actually going to get away here? Nope. TP, yes. Wow, okay, was not expecting that. SyndereN going to take the brunt of the primal split, and Whisper comes out of it, but the Thunderclap is enough to finish the job. Dyrachyo trying to get the trade, and he will do so with the help of the tower.
Not a good trade for Whisper at all. And so convincingly on raw CS that the kill score at this point being this way is not a clear advantage for the team with the kills, but
yeah, forcing the time walk as Dyrachyo making his way over now, knowing that Tomato does not have his Chronos for either. He is chopped to the ground.
Donk him up.
And Ari looks to be next on the list. He actually is level 6, so does pop, pierce the veil. But eventually he will end up dropping as well. And the only question is, will it be another culling stack? Yes! Double kill for the red man. As Quinn looking to finish off this tier 1 tower mid with a Diabolic Edict, but BZM holding true.
And it doesn't look like that's changing anytime soon. You've got Quinn constantly pressuring the mid tower. The Enchantress has taken bottom tower and is now invading the jungle. And she has a good friend in Dyrachyo who's not afraid, like they talked about in the panel. Very aggressive, very mobile carry player.
All right, tower finally does die. Coil onto 2 as the Axe makes his rotation over, but Quinn taking a ton of damage. Whisper gets off the primal split. A dead Leshrac again. Seb will be the trade for now. Now Ace on the run. Illusory Orb clips 2. Tomato even makes his way over as well as Ace trying to get the call, but not going to find anyone. Ends up dying. Dyrachyo with a timed... Okay. Time lapse did go off, but now the Chronosphere comes in, getting all 3 teammates in the area. But it results in a kill anyway. So Dyrachyo drops in addition. 3 for 1 in favor of OG.
So he went double Bracer and into Blade Mail, and this will be a really good timing on the Blink Blade Mail as a result here with the phase. Master.
Do they have the damage? Primal split does go off. And Whisper, oh man, the Pulse Nova is ripping right through him. Still sticking around though. Gets one more stun with the Urk Panda as Tomato comes in. Time dilation as well. More TPs coming in. Ace is ready, but the Chronosphere comes out. They have the damage to actually kill off the Lash. It's going to be close. Tomato has the time walk away, but they do get the kill first as BZM gets basically soloed by Ace.
On the kill score, it looks even, but this game
not
is
over yet,
from.
apparently. Whisper dies again, close to his tier 2 tower. Seb gets off a decent ult with the coil being applied to several heroes. Might be the death of SyndereN, although he's living through it with the Nature's Attendance. And now Seb might pay the ultimate price. Ace comes in with another taunt, and down goes the Crystal Maiden. Oh, nice silence, though. Waning Rift is enough to get the right clicks off onto Dyrachyo.
Just maintaining and growing this lead. I mean,
yes,
I shouldn't be so surprised. It's Ace with a good matchup. This is standard. This is classic Ace stuff. But this is only going to get worse, you would imagine.
Feels like old classic Ace. from last year.
Yeah, that's...
As recently, it's not just Ace, of course, but Gaimin Gladiators has been okay. The call comes in, and the damage is more than enough. Gracious me, oh my. Ari will get out, but yeah, they lose a valuable member again from OG's side. Coil comes in from BZM, but more of a defensive measure, it feels like. It's the flame break from Tofu, trying to cover Quinn a bit here. He's taking a lot of damage, though.
He's
gets pushed
dealing
back.
a lot.
Pulse Nova starting to rip through them, but he dies anyway. 1 for 2 in favor of Gaimin for the time being.
There's so much magical damage from the puck, from the Radiance coming in. Of course, the CM and Huerta also largely magical, so this is going to allow him to play way more aggressively. Oh man, Tomato.
Oh, Tomato has to use Chrono. Oh.
Yeah. Is he even living from this? I guess he can find a path to his base. Tofu's close. Oh, he's fucked.
Call, chop. Goodbye,
well.
Tomato. I mean, if you think of one axe, I mean, I feel like it is Seb, though, right? Surely. Ace.
All right, here we go again.
Call comes in, dead shot though, but the split earth is there to layer, and the chop. Actually, I couldn't tell if the chop was completely successful or not. Either way, the kill goes the way of Gaimin again. Ari now flame broken and lassoed, looking for the call. Oh yeah, that feels good. Can just the call onto the high ground.
That's what I'm talking about. This is what I want to see from Ace. There was a 0% chance of killing there, but he sends the message. It has this tendency to, when Axe has a good game, he just draws all attention to himself.
Seb, you have died.
Also drawing attention to himself.
You have died, young man. Oh, wait a second. Tomato comes in with a double chrono, trying to focus down the edge, but that's a little bit slow. Dead shot with the coil. And it looks like OG will punish this move from Gaimin.
That was such... I almost want to say obvious bait. Like, Seb just placed himself in the middle of the map and started killing a centaur creep, but it worked. That time, OG were ready for the counterplay. It did cost them a lot, though.
It's like trying to kick an addiction. You really have to keep going for those calls, Synder. It doesn't matter if you know if it's a bait. You know you have to do it. Something in your head is telling you so. As Seb... Well, they get the dust off, the silence from the calling.
Very good calling.
And is that going to be enough to kill off the Weaver? Indeed.
Great
so
calling.
It only cost them Seb.
Getting away from the Weaver Orchid is the more obvious usage. Oh, if he gets spotted here. They saw him. They saw him. Uh-oh.
No way. Oh, my goodness.
He
Lasso into call. TPs are coming. The chop is there again, though. The coil only onto one. Breaks it immediately, now trying to walk away. Calling is placed as well, but no follow-up for OG. They lose their Void again.
Was going to do more than that, huh? I know the dead shot clipped Duracho in the end, but I'm surprised he didn't do more of a dent into Tomato there with the items that he has.
Yep, dead shot.
Ace.
Now on to Ace.
It's tanky.
Already at half HP is Tomato closing the gap. Has the chrono, of course, will use it. The rest of his team will walk into it as they do.
Awkward.
Very poorly played there as Ace now calls, looking for a potential chop, but Tomato time walks away. And Ace was using the Bloodstone there. The coil's going to snap, and he's still very tanky, but eventually OG gets what they came for. Tomato, though, lassoed and soloed essentially by Tofu. Really unfortunate death. Need to do more damage to creep.
Ace finding Tomato, but the protection is there from Ari.
Okay.
This will be another long chase
coming
sequence,
in.
It feels like.
Seller's in the vicinity as well. Tomato has to be careful. The counter Helix is owning him right now as Seb with a bit of a zoning ult. As they're just trying to keep their distance from Ace, but they really want to kill him as Tofu gets the initiation again onto the Void. Yule's up into the air, though. Is this enough damage? Yes. Tomato dies again. And guess who's still alive? Ace. They couldn't finish the job.
Okay, if your Axe can do this, imagine if the team is there from the beginning, right? He literally played 1v4
chop
for 10 seconds.
10
Still didn't die.
stacks.
He's going Moonshard into Daedalus.
Okay, here's the real question. Do you think he asked permission from Tomato? He's like, Tomato, would it offend you if I go Moonshard on my Muerta?
Tomato, I think you suck. No offense.
We love Tomato, of course.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, honestly, the thing is, there are just some games where you die.
Oh my god, Quinn with the double split Earth.
This is one of
Tomato's
them.
dead. Ari, the Moon Shard, helping him out here survive a little bit longer with that night vision.
Courier has been killed.
So, yeah. Now, it's just his conditions are just bad, right? I don't think Tomato's played a particularly bad game. It's just really, really difficult.
Tomato's a very good player. He's very attractive as well. That's probably more important for pro players these days. Is Seb caught off guard. He's going to go down. It'll be the trade for Tofu.
Shortest lasso in history.
Yeah, the lasso doesn't last too long there as Ace pops the Bloodstone. Whisper, Primal Split. Splitter though coming in from Quinn. Chop number 1 from Ace into a call.
And Seb with a rare failed voice line. He thought they had the axe. You thought you were going to get a good trade there, huh? And yeah, they were. So, bit of a misread there from the Frenchman. It's going to cost him at least Elena Barracks. And more than likely, Gaimin Gladiators are not stopping here. With these 2 heroes dead for half a minute on the puck and the brew, they want to force these buybacks. Damage is unavailable without the puck.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Let's see if they keep going. Looks like it. So mid is next on the menu.
Call from Ace onto Crystal Maiden. Mr. Seb in a lot of trouble. He's dead again. No tipping this time.
He didn't think they were winning that fight.
That'll be 2 sets of racks, although the fortification does come out. But yeah, delays the inevitable. Whisper. Okay, Ace
Nice
going in for the call, but the Manta dodge from Tomato. Time dilation onto Ace. He's just going to run away, though. And Gaimin, they secure both sets. Roche.
Last ditch effort.
Roche is wait. This is going to be okay.
This fight is
breaking
really
the
hard.
Smoke. BZM with a nice waning rift into Coil onto 2. Looks like Seb's going to be the sacrifice again, although Tomato coming in with a nice chrono onto 3 heroes. Be able to take out Tofu to start. Now trying to focus down the Weaver. Silenced up and down goes Dyrachyo. No buyback. As Ari left all alone now, will be surrounded, eventually brought down, it seems, as the Pulse Nova will be able to get the kill. Tomato, no chrono. And even if they had it, they don't really have the greatest of combos, I would say. Like, the damage in the chrono is not particularly great. They get the tier 3 as Seb, well, lassoed. What number chop is this, SyndereN?
9.
13. Good try.
Yeah.
It's as if you have not been watching.
Oh, sorry. I can't count.
Yep, understandable. Well, we already have an upgraded Yules as the Berserker's call from Ace. No chop this time. Too much damage. Damage overload for him. Just like that, it's a 5 versus 2, not including the Aegis or the Cheese. BZM and Tomato, the last remaining members of OG. The Chronosphere onto 3 heroes into 0 damage. Pretty much been the story of the game as GG is called. So, Gaimin with a much-needed win. Should point that out again. OG coming into this 3-1, so they've been doing extremely well. Whereas Gaimin getting off to a very bad start, uncharacteristic for them, 1-3. So now 2-3.
Take a seat and show us your hero. Tidehunter.
Okay. They played it already once.
Not
Another interesting lane.
Not that stereotypical of a Dyrachyo here. I'm actually surprised to see that he is Platinum tier on it in Dota Plus, because that,
Well,
needs more practice, I guess.
Oh my god. All right, first blood to Whisper. Great start for OG.
As it stands right now.
Yeah, I would,
Show.
tough to say. Both are pretty not great.
Not enjoying life on the sniper.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Well, not having an escape mechanism of any kind is a bit of an annoyance. Celery is kind of that for him. As Shockwave will connect, Dyrachyo, he's going to be found. Snowball a little bit too late. Celery now completely outnumbered on his retreat. Seb has made his way over. BZM also joining the party. And Celery will get destroyed to BZM. For next tournament, can we make this off-screen little picture-in-picture, say, walk of shame for this specific instance when this happens? Is a Boundless Strike only onto 1 from Quinn. Telekinesis as Celery coming in to help take out Ori.
Get on the board at least. But look who is back.
Oh boy. Level 3 sniper. You've seen this in your pubs before, and it's looking just as pathetic as you remember, as Whisper gets the right click.
Oh boy.
7-1.
You gotta go in there and lane against level 6 Earth Spirit. That's gonna roll on you and kill you instantly.
You'll miss the... You can dodge that, you know?
Oh boy.
Tofu, telekinesis, onto the cliff. SyndereN, or Whisper I should say, with the skewer. SyndereN trying to get out of dodge. Oh, nice.
We'll get glimpsed back, I guess. Nope, never mind. Or didn't want to go for that. He definitely could have, but might want to glimpse the healing salve instead in a moment.
Yep, Quinn showing up. Seb's going to get the Nightmare. SyndereN takes it off instantly. Tofu making his way over as well as BZM coming to the party. Jingu is going to connect, but the RP onto 3 heroes. Block grenade onto 3 heroes as well, even more important. Seb gets taken out first by Quinn, though. Glimpse out onto him. Gets another Jingu stack, but he falls in the end. 2 for 2. Lots of action early on as Dyrachyo, basically a creep at this level of the game, showing up, tickling everyone. They're laughing their way to the farm as Tofu gets skewered by Whisper, and now Dyrachyo tried to help his team, but he's just gonna die again. Can he deny himself on the creeps? No, because he is a creep, and creeps can't deny other creeps SyndereN. That is, there's no way that's actually true, but point taken. Whisper finds a nice skewer onto Ace, gets off a Ravage, hitting 4 heroes with the Wukong's command from Quinn.
That was so
Boundless
close.
Strike, not going to do too much.
Oh boy.
The no kills coming for Gaimin, and now they're going to get initiated on by BZM. Gets off the Magnetize as well. Quinn's ult's about to run out. He's going to take a Brain Sap as a snowball. Focusing onto BZM, but Quinn is going to die. And SyndereN will be next on the list. OG just waiting out. I mean, that was a beautiful Ravage into Wukong's, but just not enough damage at this stage.
He is delivering in this game for OG, and he's going to continue to do so unless Gaimin find a way to lock him down. Their heroes aren't particularly good at killing Magnus either. I'll try to find a way onto Seb.
Yeah, he's stuck inside the shards. Nightmares will eventually drop to the Boundless Strike. RP, though, finds onto Tofu. So they'll get some sort of collateral, support for support, as BZM kicking SyndereN towards Tomato. Ari making his way over as well, looking for a glimpse on a more valuable target, but might have to settle for the Tusk. And indeed they will.
It's something. I mean, you got to play up here, right? Sniper's just on an island for the next, I don't know how long. Dyrachyo rocking the 0 and 5-0 score line.
Tomato spotted out. Gonna get some backup via BZM. Ravage just barely clips the Morphling, but that's it, as BZM has a haste rune, it seems. Gonna try to reinitiate as Whisper making his way over. Gonna focus on the Tide first. He is completely taken out of this fight now, as Ace eventually will drop first for the Gaimin Gladiators side. Nice glimpse onto SyndereN. That should be the second kill going the way of OG. A lot of viewers in the chat having PTSD with this one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Snipers in their pubs as the RP finds him. And that'll be death number 6.
Maybe a lot of viewers feeling like they could be a pro. This is how they play Snipe. All right, that was unnecessarily rude to Dyrachyo. Because again, this is honestly... Okay, hang on.
Yeah, hold your horses,
Whisper has no time for...
All right, puts Ace on the cliff. Very classic stuff. And the Static Storm now applied to several heroes. You can see Quinn just trying to brush it off. He's going to get snowballed, which actually cancels the grip. And Quinn gets off his Wukong's command. Whisper getting really low, but Nightmare to save him just a little bit. Another skewer, almost clipping all of them. But the damage is enough either way for OG. Ace still stuck up there, that fat, juicy watermelon. Finally, Whisper's reign comes to an end via Dyrachyo's right click. Somehow he does enough damage to kill something other than a creep. It's incredible, in fact, as Ace. This will take a while, but Tomato and company will claim the watermelon. 4 for 1. This game was pretty fast for this patch as well.
It was like, what was it, 38 minutes? It took Gaimin that one? Something like that?
I don't know what the average game time is, but it feels like it's more than that.
OG trying to beat that record in this one.
Yeah, for sure. BZM, all right. Oh my God.
Beautiful.
RP onto 3 heroes. Waveform completely misses. Ravage to follow from Ace, though, actually doing a lot of damage. They're going to be able to take out Whisper and the Bane. As you can see, 4 heroes very low for Gaimin Gladiators. They try to run away. The Magnetize gets 1, make it 2. And BZM and company able to eventually clean up. It was looking a bit hairy for them, but this net worth lead is no joke. Ace stuck inside the kinetic field. Triple kill for Tomato. I mean, typically it's second Roche is when you get the racks. This one might be a little earlier. Another glimpse find onto Tofu this time. You were out. Okay. They don't need to layer things at all, SyndereN.
That's all right. Whisper just wants to use his spells. I can appreciate that. He's feeling himself. Ever so quietly, by the way, BZM is 9-0 and 17 on the Earth Spirit, so having a wonderful game on that mid hero as well this time around. Oh, Whisper. Oh, that was not even close. All right, Sniper and Tusk.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, Tusk almost has Axe. He just needs 4,140 gold.
Yeah, like I said, they have to hold on for that point.
Ace.
Ace gets quite low, but will survive. Tomato, though, going to take out Dyrachyo with ease. Turns into Monkey King. Quinn's going to pop the BKB. Ravage comes through. It's going to be enough to take out Whisper, though, but Quinn ends up dropping anyway. 3 for 1. Make it 4. And Ace, the only survivor for Gaimin, and they're going to start losing some buildings now. I mean, your English is actually better than mine, if that's a word.
An allegory is a story poem.
Oh, allegory. You didn't say allegory. You said allegory. It's like, is that a form of algae? Like, I don't understand.
This game is filled with algae. Quinn is in trouble.
Gets off the BKB. Boundless Strike. BZM is in a lot of trouble, actually. Gets punched into the air, and down he goes.
Okay. It's the start of something.
A glimmer of hope from Gaimin. They need to do that 10 more times to get back in this game.
Seb.
4 versus 5 now.
Oh, that's a good
Static Storm. Is that going to be enough to save Seb as Tomato going to the back line? RP comes in as well. Already 2 dead for Gaimin. Wukong's command is going to be no more thanks to the skewer, but the Ravage there into the double Boundless Strike. Whisper's going to fall. Tomato looks to be next. Gets off the Hurricane Pike. Waveform through. Spirit Vessel still applied as Quinn trying to get some right clicks, but no. He falls first. Tomato triple kill now. Focusing on the Watermelon Man. The Conda applies as well as the buyback from Rubik coming now. Is Tomato on the high ground trying to TP out? Will be fine.
Thank you, Kelly.
Is that an allegory for something?
No. Okay. We have a tree being glimpsed. He will BKB.
Yes, he will.
I'm not going to let him jump, though. BZM is on his tail. Okay, he's in there.
He wants to go in
really
very
in there.
deep. My goodness, gets off the Magnetize, already at half HP. RP comes in, hitting several heroes with the skewer into the Static Storm, and the Waveform finishes them off in style. It's going to cost them the life of the Magnus, but that is well worth it. That was a disgusting combo. As Tomato gonna farm the sniper and get the rampage in the fountain. Oh my goodness, this really does feel like a pub.
This might be one of the shortest diebacks I've ever seen. I mean, Seb is just cracking up. I think Dyrachyo bought back and died within 1 second. Yeah. He bought back while the Morphling was waveforming the tide. So he randomly ended up in the waveform and just got 3 shots.
A sniper.
Oh no. Well,
Tomato making up for the last game, that's for sure. I think he's going to get 30 before this game is over.
It depends if Gaimin tap out. That's
that
really
looks like
the
the
limiting factor
now.
Okay, everybody's to stone.
All right, Conda. Another kill for Tomato. 27.
Feel like a dart announcer.
We'll drop him real hard. An Ace inside that kinetic field. The enchant used on Quinn, who just bought back, trying to have a last stand kind of situation here. BZM, nice nightmare from Seb as Tomato really wanting those 30 kills. BZM steals one, though, as a pause comes out from Whisper.
And Gaimin already.
All right, the only interesting thing left is if Tomato will get 30 kills, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a dieback onto Quinn if he's not careful, and he's not careful. He has died.
Oh, BZM is just not giving 2 shits.
Shockwave to follow. Tomato. Oh, that's 29. One more for you, Tomato. Go into the fountain. It is a tide. It's going to be a little difficult.
30 bombs are a thing in CS.
Yes, I get them all the time, SyndereN, in losses. Of course, as Ace is going to get a nice Ravage. He's all alone, though. Skewer back. They're not calling GG. Good sportsmanship from Gaimin, trying to give him that 30 bomb. And it is there. 31 and 13 for Tomato on this Morphling. Beast mode enabled.
And Gaimin Gladiators announced their team name in all chat. And it is over.
It is over. Game number 2 goes to OG. That's a Gaimin level shellacking.
That
sure.
was a total stomp. Holy.
Yes.
And who do you even highlight in this? I mean, obviously, in the ultimate result here, it does feel like the first 10 minutes in the bot lane really set the tone for everything. Sniper was a non-factor. The Magnus was enormous.